Motion's been made. Mr. Phillips, the secretary. It has been seconded. There's a vote at this time. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Mr. Chairman, each time you make a vote, could you have a discussion from the audience?
Yes, you did.
You didn't request a discussion after the second. When you had the second the motion, according to Robert's Rules of Order,
Then you
you asked for discussion.
Okay.
That's discussion between them, though.
They didn't call for it.
It's up to the commissioner who the discussion is.
Right. You have a motion, you have a second, you have discussion, then a vote.
We've already had the vote.
We've already done.
We've already had the vote.
So there's no discussion.
At this time, there's no discussion amongst the board.
What about discussion from the audience?
Right now, I don't see a need for discussion from the audience. Does anybody here?
Sure. Yes, exactly. It's a public meeting.
No, I don't.
Okay. Next order of business.
Surely you can take the courtesy to extend to Ms. Annabelle, whose senior public service has been in Cumberland County. Surely you can do that.
Annabelle, would you please assist?
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, politics is a beautiful word to me, and it has nothing to do with what party you're on. I was reared a Democrat, but some of the best friends I've got in this county are Republican. One of them's Ed Lewis, chairman of the Republican Party out at Fairfield Road. And when I first came here, Suzanne's daddy, Bill Flynn, who was a very active Republican, my dear friend, and her family. I don't understand this kind of politics, and I'm sad about it. Because the 22 years that you allowed me to serve in the legislature, the thing that shocked me and I was so proud of, that whether I was in Memphis or in Bristol, somebody, when they found out I was from Crossville, they'd say, oh, you've got the finest election commission and registrar in the state of Tennessee. They talked about that in the Cumberland County Playhouse. That's what I heard every time I was in one end of the state. And I just think it's sad, for whatever reason you're doing this. I don't know what the reason is, but to take somebody off of a job and a wonderful office they have, office work, they treat all of us the same. We go in there, and I've just always been so proud of this office, and I'm kind of sad the way this has been handled, and I hope you'll reconsider.
Cal, Mr. Smart, am I allowed to speak? If not, I will do so after you adjourn, and I will ask the press and the audience to stay if you gentlemen are in such a hurry that you have to get out of here. Thank you very much.
Ed, if you can hold it to 2 minutes, we didn't have time for you, okay?
I don't hold it for 2 minutes for the President of the United States. Why should I do that for you?
Then we don't want to hear you.
Well, I'm sorry, I apologize.
No, you're not sorry, Cal. You're just afraid of what I'm going to say, that's all, and you don't have the guts to say.
You want to stir something up, don't you, Ian?
No,
I'll hit you if you want
no.
to.
I want to clarify. I'm here to clarify the record. Is what I'm here to do, sir.
Okay, Ed, please go
I
ahead.
didn't know your
clarify the
chairman's name, by the way.
Yeah, you know mine?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's hold. That's enough. Let's stop.
Go ahead.
Ed, please go ahead.
I have a statement to make. My name is Ed Lewis. I am the president of the Fairfield Lake Republican Club. I am a member of the executive committee of the Republican Party of Cumberland County, and I want it to be known on record that I stand this way, a lot of people in the party stand this way, that we are removing ourselves from this decision. The Republican Party of Cumberland County is not a party to this, and we do not want to be tainted and have the stain of this on us as an official organization, one of the better Republican parties in the state. I have talked to these gentlemen. I have talked to Mr. Swafford, who for whatever reason chose not to be here today. And you can draw your own conclusions to that, because I had a number of questions for our distinguished representative. I would just like to state that to echo what Ms. Annabelle said, I've been a resident of this state for 9 years. I've been a Republican for 58 years. I have never experienced anything as ridiculous and as time-consuming and as expensive and as just ludicrous as what we are going through here. As far as I am concerned, as a spokesman for the Republican Party, we are embarrassed, we are ashamed, we apologize for what is happening on behalf of the Republican Party. I was going to refer you to, Lisa's already mentioned, the attorney, the county attorney who could not be here, who said you cannot dismiss someone because of party affiliation. All of you, or many of you, are familiar with the Attorney General's report, which clearly states this is illegal. I also want to thank those of you who are here from the Cumberland County Commission's office who on Monday night passed a resolution to oppose changing the Cumberland County Administrative Elections. The vote was 15-1. The one really abstained because he had not seen the resolution, and it said, based on aforementioned legal opinions, meaning the Attorney General and the County Attorney, any action to terminate or replace the existing administrative elections or members of the Election Commission office staff could result in legal action that will be an unwanted additional cost and potential burden on the citizens and families of Cumberland County. So the meeting expresses extreme, and this I think speaks for 90% or more of the people in Cumberland County, expresses its extreme displeasure and opposition to replacement of the Cumberland County Administrator of Elections and our members of the staff. I, for one, am a taxpayer. I resent the cost that's going to be involved in making the changes here. I resent the costs that have already been incurred in this, and I think this is a wasteful expenditure of time and talent and energy and certainly money. The qualifications, as outlined in the Attorney General's report, are quite extensive and quite complete. Suzanne, as we all know, is quite qualified for this. I won't read the entire 6 pages, but I wanted to refer you to the Attorney General of the state of Tennessee, whom you gentlemen maybe don't care what they have to say. But anyway, question, whether a county administrative election can be dismissed solely on the basis of party affiliation. Want the short version? No. Attorney General of the state of Tennessee. So if you're doing that, a court could find the dismissal of a county administrative election solely on the basis of political party affiliation constitutes a violation of that individual's First and 14th Amendment rights under the United States Constitution. So if she is replaced, these gentlemen are just turning their back on and just ignoring the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Tennessee. And that's why I'm here, and I want to publicly acknowledge our embarrassment, our disappointment, our really feelings that such a waste of time doing something that is unnecessary. I have talked to the 3 distinguished gentlemen up here, and I have asked them some really tough questions. Why are you doing this? What is your reason for doing this?
You didn't ask me that.
Well, I'm asking you now, sir. Do you have a reason?
We're going to have to cut this short.
No, I want to know what your answer was. And the answer was, we don't need a reason. We can do it because we can.
I didn't tell you.
I didn't say that.
We can do it because it's
I did not
politics.
say that.
Well, it's
Short,
politics.
Burgess, I think it's time that we escort this gentleman out.
All right, I'll ask you now then, Cal, what is your reason? Not excuse, but reason. If you need to know the difference, I'll get a dictionary for you. Not excuse, but reason.
We're trying to conduct a meeting here. We're not attempting a
Point of order. I ask a question of the chairman, Mr. Smart. Can you answer the question or not? We need to know. We deserve, the citizens of Cumberland County, whom you may or may not represent, deserve to know the reason why you are making a change in this office, contrary to the legal precedent that has been set, contrary to common sense, contrary to doing what is right, contrary to the morality and the decency of the Cumberland County. We need to know, we demand to know the reason why you are making this change.
Well, you seem to know everything.
And if you, well, no, if you can't tell us the reason,